Hey team, on the couch, me old mate Wiggy. Busy as usual, although you are spending a bit of time at home this week, which is nice.
Yeah, on and off. I've got a bit of time at home, but I've got 2 days racing this week. We've got Addington tomorrow night, Friday night, and then Ashburton. If you want a good day's entertainment, come to Ashburton racetrack. First race starts 1 o'clock on Sunday. It's going to be good to be back on the out of Addington and go somewhere else for a little while. We've been up there all winter. It feels like, but yeah, it's going to be good. Ashburton
Tell
Sunday.
you what's real nice whenever I see you at the trots is often you're at the fence with your horse, and there's kids patting,
Oh
giving the
yeah,
horse a bit of a pat and
yeah.
connecting with people. That's cool, eh?
That's really important for me too. Sometimes that might be the first time a kid's ever patted a horse, and I always joke that because people hold their kids up to be patting and stuff like that, and then I say kids are free, mums and dads $5 each, and that goes to a charity. But yeah, look, it's great, and you see the kids brighten their eyes up when they get to pat a horse. So actually quite good for the horses too. They get to sit next to the fence, get a bit of pat, and it's a nice settling process for them too. So yeah, it's double-edged sword, but it's a good one. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. You've just lifted a barbecue into the back of
Yeah.
into the car, and a new barbecue. What is that a part of
If
farming families and getting out amongst
Yeah,
people?
we've bought a new trailer, farming families, a new covered-in trailer. We've had a barbecue trailer for quite some time, and this one's got an awning on it, and it's a big covered-in trailer, and we'll be able to put a spit in there that we've got, as well as this new barbecue that I just picked up. So I've got to build a barbecue this weekend. Oops, you'll be the man to help me with that. But I just lifted it in, and it was pretty bloody heavy, really. Though it's a good one. So yeah, we'll be available to do some pop-up barbecues around the place for schools and community groups. Especially if it's rural, we can help you out with that. But yeah, coming up to farm to this calving time of year and lambing and stuff, yeah, we can just help anyone in that space. It'll be good. But yeah, just keep an eye out for us. The team at Mad Signs are going to sign write it all up and clean it up for us, and Heinz Mechanical are going to do a little bit of engineering on it, and yeah, it should be good.
Brilliant. All right. You've just been away doing some checks. How was that?
Yeah, I went to the FCAN's fencing conference up in Taranaki. We were down at Stratford doing health checks with the Car Family Foundation, and I did some work there as their patron and emceed some stuff as well. But yeah, we tried to do some health checks at Stratford, but it was blowing in sideways. It was actually snowing, and Stratford's not very far above sea level, but it was pretty much snowing there the day of their big open day and field day. But we still managed to get about 20, 25 people through,
Hmm.
and for the short time that we were able to work before we got blown off the face of the earth. But it was good. There was some, as normal, there was some pretty high blood pressure results there. And people just need to. We referred a few on to their own doctors and made a couple of phone calls. So you never know who we might be saving or who we might be helping, but it's good that people actually utilise it. And once again, I can't say enough about how good the Car Family are to us in that
Yep.
space. Yep.
Awesome. All right. You wanted to give a bit of a shout out to Lauriston School.
Yeah, I do actually. I've just one of the jobs I do in Labour of Love is on the Board of Trustees chair at Lauriston School, and it's a good little school. We've got a lot of stuff going on there, and I just received two emails from people that do support services for the school, and one was a Digitech company,
Hmm.
just saying how well that works at that school, and in fact that the people that develop those flip screens and stuff like that, they're probably going to use some of the stuff that they've seen us doing at Lauriston to improve what they do in the big picture, and also the structured literacy program we have there for our students around basically the new way of teaching, and which is kind of the old way, new way of teaching literacy, is really, really working. As Board of Trustees Chair, we get to see some pretty good results coming through, and we've just been told by the people that organise structured literacy that our senior students are doing really, really well, and we should have an open day there and invite the parents in and show them. So, selfish plug here, if you want a decent school to come to Lauriston, have a look at us. We're doing some pretty good stuff there, and I'm really proud of those teachers and the staff there. And I've got a little daughter there that is doing really well, and she has selective mutism, my daughter, and so that means she doesn't talk to anybody outside the family. But she's really, really going really well in that
Good.
environment at school. So I think our motto for next year will be nobody gets left behind. So we're looking after the many ethnicities that are at that school, the changing environment, and it's quite a hard case how all this works. We have 13 ethnicities at that school now.
Wow.
And then when I go and talk to take that into another space, like doing these talks for farms like Farm Right and that, and I look at all the different ethnicities that are working in Mid Canterbury now, and what the teachers are telling me, some of the things that are coming to the school, and then how I can transfer that into mental health and support for farmers and farm workers. It all interlocks in a big way. It's such an amazing space to be in, and the two spheres that I work in that part of my life certainly blend together really well.
Yeah, awesome. It was only a week or two ago we were talking to Brent Gray from intermediate school, and he's actually taken that sabbatical so he can make sure that we are teaching Pacifica kids the right way. And so, yeah, we're all learning, adapting, and gee whiz, you've just got to wander around the likes of Glow in the Park or any big event, and you'll see what a multicultural society we're living in these days.
Oh, definitely, and Colin Brodie there, our principal, just took a sabbatical last term to write a book and a thesis on culture in school and how we can adopt cultures and make what we're doing at Lauriston a bigger picture. But I'll take my hat off to those teachers and that, and principals. There's a lot of stuff coming out of the government that they just drop into schools, and board of trustees and also school managers and principals and that have to try and make it work for the community. And yourself, being a community man, Hoops, it doesn't always fit, and there's always a lot of ratu or upset in the communities, but you can't shoot the messengers. It comes out of what's expected these days, and because we are multicultural now, the language has to change.
Yep.
And it's quite a challenge being on the board of trustees, but it's a good challenge when you see the kids and the students getting good results, and also you see the intermingling of all these ethnicities. Through COVID, our kids, nobody could travel. But now my daughter gets to associate with kids from Nepal and learn about their culture.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
It is. Good to see you as always, my friend.
Yep. Hey, don't forget next week on Thursday too, Equi Connect. Thursday night, if you're a horse rider or involved in horses, come to Addington at 7 o'clock. We'll shout you a sausage roll and talk all about mental health and look after you in that space too.
Good man.
Cheers.